accidentally clip a little bit of music right there. Had to turn that off. Alright, we're live. So, here's the thing. We're starting. This is another From the Depths stream. Got a little bit of news, and got some ships to show off. So, I'll wait till a few people join. In the meantime, I'm going to admire these beautiful submarines that I created over the weekend. The first time I made a working, actual submarine, and not only that, I made two of them. But they do tend to sink a little bit, so... Here, give me 1 second. Let me cover this thing. Sure, it kills ventilation, but if the boot fits, you know. But I did get my hat back. At first I left it... Hey people, also hello Cherry Stone. I don't think you've been on stream before. This is mainly a tiny stream with a few regular viewers, but it's mainly just me talking to the regular viewers about what I've been doing lately while showing off a few designs in From the Depths. But yes, bad video quality, okay video quality, bad audio quality. That's pretty much what we do here. Anyway, okay, no, I didn't drive all the way to get my hat. I had my hat mailed up here, like with some other supplies and food and snacks and stuff. I also had a weird thing mailed to me. Where is it? Because last stream I had no face cam. And the reason that I had no face cam was because my left eye got swollen, and I had to use some like special compress thing to get it down. Can I not find it? I know I have it somewhere. But it looks like an eye patch. It looks like a double eye patch, but it goes on both of my eyes. And it's really weird. I don't know where I put it. Actually, yes, I think I do know. Also, hey Edwin, hey pleb. But yeah, bless you Edwin, and I'll be right back. Alright, this is what they had me wear. I wear it like that, and I like put the strap around here. You know, here, let me show you. So I do this and go like that, and then I wear it like this. And it's supposed to have like a little pad that goes right here, and I heat it up in the microwave. I put this in the microwave for like half a minute or less than that, and then I put like a little sheet over it, and then I'm just supposed to keep it like that for 10 minutes at a time or something. And I've done that, and it feels weird, but like sometimes I do it with only one eye, so I have to like slant it like that, and it's just, ugh. Is that a bra? Nice. Also, I don't control the group chat, but I will, after the stream ends, plug, I will ask Akashi to put it back. So, because I think she owns the channel group chat. But yeah, so yeah, I had to wear this piece of garbage, but I mean, it worked. My face is somewhat back to normal. I mean, I'm still ugly as hell, but nothing I can do can change that. But yeah, besides cosmetic surgery, and I'm like really poor. So, well, I'm not really poor, but you all know what I mean. I'm no. Also, you know, just to get the stream started off right, we're gonna crack one open for the camera. Here we go. Crack one open with the boys. And I immediately spilled a little bit on my shorts. Great. Great start to the stream, guys. I blame the stream for this, even though this was all my fault. Also, okay, you said anyone can add? Then after this stream, I'll see if I can add you back. What was were you the same username on Instagram as well? Or do you have a different one? I forgot. But I'll see. Anyway, enough of that diversion at first. Also, I think that one person that joined at the beginning left. They were confused. We are definitely a weird group. I'm working on the second video. It'll probably be the only other video for the awards ceremony. I'm gonna make a second Google form, and it's gonna have 2 other categories. I'm working on it right now. The 2 extra categories I'm adding are the best meme, which is like not a mashup, the best meme on the channel of the year, and the worst edited video on the channel. So I got 10 of like my worst videos on there, and then I'll have voting on those 2 categories in one form. And this time the voting form will be just 1 top pick for the worst instead of 3, because we had problems with that. Oh, apparently Edwin added pleb back, so that's cool. Alright. So, I want to show off some stuff. I got back from some volunteering stuff today, but over the weekend, I built these 2 submarines. And I'm pretty proud of them because they work pretty well. And I used them in campaign. They work, well, this one is. This one is brand new, and I've just finished tweaking it. So, I have not used the larger one in campaign yet, but the smaller ones have worked in campaign. So, this is the Type C submarine, and I give it the AT designation because it's also anti-torpedo. Main focus with, sorry for the door slamming. Anyway, main focus with this submarine is I based both of these off of a U-boat, the German U-boat design. You said, what does tweaking mean? Tweaking is like when you take a design and modify it slightly or change up a little bit here and there, sort of. Something like that. That's around what it means. Maybe it has another hidden meaning that is dumb or something that I don't know about. I don't know. But it, the first submarine, Type C, is equipped with 3 torpedo tubes, 3 medium torpedo tubes with a mix of frag and explosive. And then also it has this anti-torpedo tube right here. And it has 4 smaller anti-torpedo torpedoes. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, you live in Africa. Okay. Anyway. Ow. Africa. I like how you spelled it, Africa. Nice. Anyway. Going through, I have hydrofoils. Yeah, JK. Anyway. So, I had problems. I tried to design subs in the past in this game, but I had a hard time getting the AI to control the depth. And these aren't perfect designs, and they will mess up sometimes. But this one is much more reliable, and it's the first one that I actually trust enough to use in the campaign. And it has ballast in air pumps, and these air pumps are varied most of the time. I mean, the ones on the sides are full, but a lot of the ones on the edges are not like this, and I've had to balance them. But the main way it adjusts the depth is through these hydrofoils, and they use ACB commands based on altitude. Anyway, fancy technical jargon. But they have a deck gun because, you know, most of these subs had a deck gun in World War II. And the funny thing is, I actually had kills with the deck gun of one of these subs in the campaign. There were 2 small airships that U-1, the first sub of the class, had to fight against during its first war patrol against the Deepwater Guard. And it actually, and from a long distance, it shot them down with its deck gun. So I was pretty proud of that. Although I had to manually aim it because this is not good at aiming. It can't really properly aim at airships on its own, which is something that this design fixes, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But the inside is fully walkable. Here's the torpedo bays in the front. I forgot to mention this ship also has torpedoes in the back. So if we head all the way to the back, this has 1 torpedo tube, and it's an EMP. So that's an electromagnetic torpedo, but this is rarely used. Most of the time the sub points towards its enemies and makes it like, hey, I'm sorry, that's a frickin' Simple Flips reference right there. Also, I hope you all enjoyed that little stream clip I got from the last stream. James told me to make that a clip, so I made it a clip. Yeah, here's the back. All of these areas are fully walkable, and there are even emergency exits here, and then there is also the conning tower. and I could head out and escape through the conning tower. And there's also a small machine gun back here. And yeah, oh shoot, I drank that too quickly. My chest is hurting a little bit. Give me a sec. I love how my body starts to shut down as soon as I go on stream. Thank you, body. Very cool. I need to go to the gym more. I really do. Anyway, here's the second sub. This is the Type D submarine. And the reason that it is slightly different looking is I actually took this sub and I straight up stripped the top of it, made it one block higher, rebuilt the conning tower, and made it longer. But besides that, it's almost the same sub. Same basic design. Back, you were looking for the batteries. Nice. That was a classic Vine. Very classic. But yeah, this one has more propellers. The Type D, it's pretty much an upgraded version of the Type C in every way. The Type C cost around 20,000 material, which is really cheap for a sub, and it makes back that price very well. I have 3 of these in the campaign. But, this one, the Type D, is almost double the cost. It's almost 40k, and I haven't tested it in campaign yet, but it has improvements. One of these is a wireless camera where I can look through it and out of the ship in the, in this controller menu. Although the camera glitches out when I do this for some reason, and I have no clue why it does that. But, oh well, it has that. It has better detection. One of these is a, radar missile. It's just a missile that shoots out of the water, but it has a radar buoy attached to it, so the missile will fly to an aircraft and try to hit the aircraft, but at the same time it provides radar data to the anti-aircraft. And not only does this have the same deck gun as its counterpart, it also has a extra anti-aircraft gun on the back besides its machine gun. So yeah, it's more upgraded. The conning tower is larger. Pretty much everything's larger. This one has 5 torpedoes on the front instead of 3, and they are actually slightly longer. And it has 8 anti-torpedo torpedoes instead of 4. Edwin asks, or not Edwin, Pleb asks, what was the first Vine I ever laughed to? I don't remember much about the early Vines, you know? If you probably started shouting out some iconic ones, I could probably pick one out of them. Because I don't really recall. I remember the Mr. Postman one, the hanging out with Mr. Postman. It's not the first one I laughed to, but I remember that one vividly. There were obviously others, I just don't have a good memory. Also, apparently it says there's only one person watching. Oh well, I'm not really planning to do much this stream. It's gonna be short. Most of my streams are shorter now. But, yeah, this thing gradually sinks more than I thought it would. Let me adjust that. Where's the ballast here? Actually, I could increase just the one section that has the center of mass. Where is it? Perfect UI design in a cramped submarine. So what if we put it to 0.8? Yeah, that kind of balances it. Well, oh, no, it's still going down. Let's try to adjust it a little more. Is this the middle of the sub? No, this is. So if I blast this all the way up, I could blast this one all the way up too. Yeah, that seemed to fix it. Well, yeah, that fixed it enough. Yeah. But yeah, also keep a lookout. I don't know when I'll release. There's a small chance I'll be able to get that new Mashup Awards video out by the end of tonight, but I don't think it's certain. But I am working on it though, I also need to get the Google form up, so just keep a lookout for that. But yeah, I saw you made your vote on the first one. I'm just talking about making the second and third one. Although the second and third categories will probably be the only other two categories, but they'll both be under a separate Google Doc. I'll make a second one and link that one under the second video, and the second video will contain both of them. Anyway, let's test these subs out on some shipping, won't we? This will be fun. Alright, so. Did I forget to save? Shoot. I need to save the changes I made to the Type D. Dang it. More like Type D's nuts. Haha, got him. Oh wait, no, I did save it. So let's try out the Type C first. Oh, you said you've never really understood from the depths. Block-based Minecraft. That's the best I can describe it. It's just, there's a lot of complex components, and there's a lot of Googling involved, but it's one of those where it's easy to make a ramshackle boat and maybe kill something with it, but it's hard to complete, because there are so many designs in this game that will wreck you, like, totally. For example, of course, you all seen this. This is the pride of my fleet. I just built this in the campaign. I actually had enough resources to build this in the campaign. The Jennings class cruiser. I did update it to where it has big propellers on the bottom instead of smaller ones, so it's slightly more stable, even though it's not realistic. But, I mean, even the turrets are built block by block and have components and stuff, so it's hard to learn, especially if you're picking it up for the first time. I've been playing this game since 2016, and the graphics were way, way worse. All the land used to be just solid blocks that stuck out a little bit out of the ground. And it's just, I don't know, man. Heck, just to show you, these fancy turrets that are, except for the one here, I took these from another battleship. I straight up just yanked them off of another battleship and slapped them on here. The one that I didn't even make. If anything, this is a heavy cruiser in like modern terms. Or just World War terms, but I consider it a pocket battleship just because of I've never really built much that big. Anyway, let's test the submarines. First off, here is the Type Submarine, the C-class submarine. We'll spawn it on the Deepwater Guard enemy team, and it'll spawn underwater, and then we will be on a merchant vessel and see if we can destroy this ship. Actually, no, we'll see if it can destroy this one. So if we spawn here, now we will have, oh, I did kind of spawn it underwater, but oh well. But yeah, the Granite class cargo ship is pretty much the ship I'd expected to go up against in an anti-shipping role. So yes, the submarine is launching its torpedoes, and we launched our own torpedoes, but its anti-torpedo defenses are taking them out. So this ship's torpedoes can't hit the submarine. And now it's trying to run away, but it just took out the propeller right there, so now it's dead in the water. And pretty soon it's going to start sinking and flooding like this, because I've designed this ship to sink. If we hop out here, we can see what it's like on board the Granite class. And so if we open all of these doors here, it'll flood anyway, but it makes it look cooler as it floods. Oh god, we're already sinking. Look at this. The sub is already taking its toll on the ship. There it is. So yeah, it just continuously is on the attack. Even the deck gun is firing underwater, which is weird, but sometimes its shots hit. Let's see if we can attack the sub. Where's the sub coming from? Alright, we are controlling the fire, but I don't know how much damage we're doing. We are doing a little bit of damage, but not much to it. Not enough to pierce the hull. Oh, and we got killed by a torpedo. But yeah. Here, I'll do another scenario for you guys. How about one submarine of each class versus the same thing on the other side? So we'll have a Type D and a Type C on one team. Actually, I forgot to destroy everything. Okay. And we'll have the same thing for the other team. And we'll spawn these all the way over here. What am I drinking? I'm drinking Coke Life, which is like it's their cane sugar version, but it's slightly less calories, I guess. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to it, what I'm drinking. I really should, though. It's probably something that will help me in the long run. Alright, so let's see, of these 4 subs, which can sink the other side first? Okay, so this is the radar buoy of the D class, but it's mainly meant against aircraft. Oh, one of them already got hit. Ooh, the Type C on this side got hit. Let's see if we can get one of the anti-torpedo torps in action. Alright, here's one of them, and they don't know what they're trying to go to. Okay, here they go. And boom. See, they explode with shrapnel that takes out enemy torpedoes. But each side is just taking out the other side's torpedoes. Oh, except for now. Now it's taking hits. Oof, yep, there it goes. So this thing can still operate with some holes in its hull, but that's hard to say 5 times fast. Look at how much it's destroyed. Okay, now it's sinking. But yeah. One time when I had, this one already advanced. These two tend to advance closer to their target the longer the battle goes on. So sometimes I've had a surface ship have a submarine go under it and that gun shooting at it from under the ship. So, yeah. Pleb says, you're so confused. Do you build 2 ships that attack each other or what? Well, this is the sandbox version. And in the sandbox, I can spawn ships and choose what team they spawn on. And if I choose different teams, the ships will attack each other. That battle was 2 submarines versus 2 other submarines of the same class. And I wanted to see which one could gain hits first. And basically, the other time I tried that same battle, both sides kept destroying each other's torpedoes until one of them sunk a smaller sub, but the other sub handled all the torpedoes from both of the other ones. So, I know it's confusing, but hell, I'm just glad I can make a functioning sub. That's good enough for me. I made some improvements to other ships as well. Another thing, with the Morio fleet carrier that I made earlier, actually, wait, that's an enemy version, I need a friendly version. I made a STL file version of it, because I have a friend in this university who was able to 3D print stuff, and I sent him an early design where I hollowed out the interior and everything, and made it 3D printable. So theoretically, in some time, I could have a 3D printout model, or like a 3D printed model of one of my ships, which I'm looking forward to a lot. And this isn't obviously the version that would be, but anyway. Alright, what song lyrics are you posting now, Edwin? Is it like Green Day or something? As soon as I say that, a frickin' 1-2 Oatmeal parody of 21 Guns is playing. Oh my god. I can't play it either because it's copyright struck. RIP. Okay, here's the STL version, which is the 3D printed file. And so I took the elevators out, I took all the other things, and it's just a bare carrier. All the rooms are empty, and I may have to edit it even more, but even more EO, I'm sorry. Anyway, this one will just pretty much sink almost instantly. But the other one is fully, has working elevators, is fully filled with resources and other things of the like. Yeah, so this one, it's not meant to be in the game. You said the history of violence. I have never heard of that song before, sadly. Is it? Well, I was gonna ask, is it good? But that's subjective. So you'll probably tell me that it's good because you like it. So I just saw Anthony Fantano's list of the top 10 songs of the decade, or top 100 songs of the decade. I didn't recognize too many of them, honestly. I only recognized maybe 5 out of the 100 listed. The number 1 was a Death Grip song, which I'm like, I like some Death Grip stuff, but I listened to it and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I only like a little bit of Death Grip stuff, though. Here, just while I'm talking, I guess I'll just land a plane on the carrier, because I don't know why, I just like doing that sort of thing. I'll probably butcher the landing, but oh well. This plane is not stable. And usually the AI controls everything, because it's hard for you. You can't be in more than one place at once during the campaign, so everything needs to be, oh shoot, AI controlled. Slow down. I'm gonna butcher the landing. Crap. Come on. Hey, there we go. We did it. We stuck the landing. Okay. Now let me push it over to the elevator. Sometimes it'll get caught in the elevator, but that's not good. I also found out I could middle click and do something like that. And then just clicking while the middle click is active will activate the elevator. So. I am glad this actually has a larger hangar than the Ebor class carrier. And the Ebor is an open hangar deck instead of this one's closed hangar deck. So even though this is a closed hangar deck fully, it still has slightly higher of a hangar, which I was planning for. Okay, you know what? I'm wondering I'm gonna spawn the other carrier, and I want you all to tell me, all 2 of you, to tell me which carrier looks more realistic for real life. Where's the Ebor? There it is. So, of these 2 carriers, which one looks more realistic in terms of a World War II era aircraft carrier? So this one has the closed deck and the other has the open deck. Only problem with this one's elevators is that they go only up to 1 block higher than the floor, which makes it harder for most planes to be stored under there. But in the campaign, you just spawn the planes on top of the carrier. Technically, you don't even need aircraft carriers at all in campaign, because the aircrafts that, they don't need a carrier. They can just fly anywhere and stay anywhere, which is kind of not realistic, and I wish they would have a limitation, but you can do that yourself. So you all said the one that's not a shark and the Ebor. Oh yeah, because I designed the front of the Morio to be a shark, sort of. So I think you 2 were saying the Ebor, which, yeah, I get that. I get that. One thing, I do wish I made the Ebor's flight deck a little bit longer. The reason that this one looks more accurate is because most aircraft carriers, or a lot of them, were built on top of the hulls of cargo ships. And this would be where the hull of the cargo ship ended. And then they just built the flight deck and the hangar deck on top of it. So, normally, this would be the height of the ship. And this one actually is an attack carrier because it has actual heavy weapons, and some of them are underwater, but this has heavy torpedoes and other torpedoes here. And it has a huge cannon in the front, which is not usual for aircraft carriers. But yeah, even so, this is the open hangar deck design, as I said earlier, because it's open to the water on the sides. And there were, both of these carrier designs existed in World War II. For example, the HMS Ark Royal on the British side was a closed deck carrier. So was the IJN Taiho, the Japanese carrier Taiho. Although the Taiho had a sad end. The Taiho never saw combat. It launched planes in one attack, but then one little American submarine got through, sunk it with one torpedo. And that was mainly because of negligence with an untrained crew in the rescue team or the fire control team, and they accidentally caused the entire ship to burst into flames because gas lines had ruptured, and it was not good. It was pretty faulty. The entire thing. It was brand new. Kerplunk, right because of the USS Albacore. That was the submarine that sunk it. And even Azur Lane has a little joke about that with Taiho, because apparently they made Taiho a yandere in the game. And then, like, at one point, the character for what's her name, Albacore pops up behind her and goes surprise and gives her, like, PTSD because of the sinking. I don't know. I need to die. But, yeah. Most carriers that were used by the United States were open-deck carriers like this. Although maybe the Essex class were closed. Anyway, I'm nerding out too much. Both of these carriers do have anti-torpedo bulges. Notice here's your anti-torpedo bulge. Ooh, what's this? I'm sorry. But, they were effective during the war. They helped detonate torpedoes before they reached the main hull, and they are effective on both of these ships. This one is slightly larger than the other ones, but they do their job well. So, it's something that's proven to work. Plus, they had a little bit more buoyancy and stability. Said watch Tokyo Ghoul? Maybe. Okay, the two I'm planning on watching next, if I do ever get to them, because classes are still busy. Plus, I have a huge YouTube Watch Later playlist to go through. But, the two I was thinking of were either Arpeggio of Blue Steel or, Konosuba. One of those two. Depending, I'll probably watch the shorter one first, but I don't know which one's shorter. But yeah, I think of the two, Arpeggio Blue Steel was definitely more obscure. Now I'm empty. Gotta chuck this in recycle. But yeah, it's Coke Life, 90 calories. Eh. I don't know, I have a pretty big list, but maybe. Convince me. Why should I watch it? Why do you think I should watch it? Right. Okay, let me push this back onto the elevator. Ah, crap, I broke the wing. I had to be careful when I'm pushing this, because, again, if this were in the campaign, I would never have planes go below the flight deck. Actually, okay, one of the Japanese aircraft carriers, I believe it was Akagi, if I'm not wrong, had 3 flight decks. 3 actual flight decks. And although the second one was really tiny, so it wasn't really a flight deck, it had, like, the very top flight deck on the top, but then the first hangar, the hangar deck right here, was open at the front, and planes could launch out of this hangar bay straight from the front of the ship. And it had, like, a bunch of elevators. So it had 2 decks to launch planes from, which I never knew was a thing. I always thought it was just the one flight deck. There we go, and now we've launched. Let's try to land on the Ebor this time. So if you like grim stuff, and if you like transformations. I heard the book was better. That's all I've heard about it. And I know it's a little bit grim, but I'm not really one for grim stuff, honestly. I mean, I'm one for good story, but again, I don't watch much anime in general, so I don't have enough experience to effectively critique something, even, much less before I even know about it, so. Ah, shoot. I am not a good pilot. That is why I have the AI do this rather than me. The only reason I made this plane is so I can control it for like little scenarios like this. There we go, safe landing. There we go. Maybe I'll keep it in mind, Edwin. I'll keep it in mind. Even if I tried to take it below, because of this upwards sloping elevator, I can't even fit it in the hangar deck, sadly. Here, let me grab this little machine gun. Bang, 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 bang. Boom. There we go. Tiny little machine gun. Can I kill myself with this machine gun? Wait, let me see. Can I execute myself? No, I can't. Because you die really easily in this game. I don't know why I can't kill myself like that. One thing I can't get down about carrier design is the anti-aircraft emplacements. Because normally they're slightly, just right below the top of the flight deck, but I can't effectively transfer that from the depths. But, oh well. Anyway, let's get rid of these. You know, I'm gonna hop on campaign for a little bit. Oh, hey, Spooky. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm not gonna spend much more time because I'm going in campaign. I'm not gonna spend more in sandbox, but these are the 2 submarines I made. I actually do need to build this submarine in the campaign because I have not built it before. But yeah, I'm just so glad that I actually have working subs now because I had been trying to make submarines for years and I had just given up. But, you know, now I finally have a working design and I should have been able to figure this out and I'm surprised I wasn't able to figure it earlier. But yeah, the only bad thing is these spawn on the surface in campaigns, so if they don't dive immediately, they could be targeted and destroyed. Especially because both of them have magazines in the front. Actually, this one more than the other one. But like, if I hit the magazine right here, it just lobs the entire front off of the sub and makes it almost useless. Because that's its primary armament. Anyway, let's go back to main menu. And I guess we'll start the campaign up. I'll show you all the progress I've made. Anyway, I'm gonna have to make a cargo ship too because fuel needs to be transferred. And in the campaign, I've had a terrible experience with aircraft. All of the aircraft I made get shot down nearly immediately. Even the advanced ones, which aren't that good. But yeah, here are all my fleets. I just finished taking the Water Guard capital. But, now I have to clean up their remnants. Now, where are my wolf packs? There's the first fleet. That's the primary fleet. How much fuel are they? Why are they burning fuel? Which ship's burning fuel? Oh, I think the Creed is burning fuel. No, it's not. Which ship's burning fuel? The heck? None of these ships say they're burning fuel. They should be standing still. That's weird. Where's the wolf packs? Here's Wolfpack Alpha right here. This consists of the very first submarine I built. This is U1. Actually, I should probably retrofit it. But here, let me check for a retrofit. Alright, because sometimes I make changes that the game doesn't detect very well. Now, where's the... Oh, is it still building? Yep. This right here is the Jennings-class cruiser, which I really want to finish soon. Because, you know, that's the really big cruiser that I made before, and I want to actually use it in campaign and see what it can do. But sadly, it is still under construction. And it's taking up a lot of resources, too. Where's Wolfpack Bravo? Here's Wolfpack Bravo. I've had bad luck with this battle because it spawned both airships, and these subs are weak against aircraft, so... But these are both U1 and U2 are also C-class submarines, and they make up the second Wolfpack. In the meantime, I should probably just focus on building that cargo ship. Here, let's This is actually my graveyard. All of the ships in campaign that I've sunk under me sit here, and they're in black, so they're hard to see. But the Atlas is sunk. Here's an entire line of PT boats that I had early in game, and these early PT boats all sunk, and I keep their blueprints around as like a war grave. But all of these died early in the campaign. And then here's all the aircraft that have been destroyed, including an Atlas, which was pretty large. It was like an airship. I captured that one, but it got destroyed. Now let's load the Granite class cargo ship. It is 44k, but I do need a large cargo ship that's capable. Should I do a Koryu? That one's 30k. I should do the Granite. Let's load the Granite. I think that's a bigger investment. That's going to cost some resources, but it'll provide enough fuel to effectively supply the rest of my fleets. So hopefully that should begin construction. Please begin. Yes, there we go. It's beginning construction. So, but yeah. Otherwise, my military forces, besides the two submarine wolf packs with the 3 subs, we have right here a little fishing trawler that's part of the home defense fleet. The PT Trout. This is actually the first ship I built, and it never really saw combat that much, so it's one of the few PT boats to still survive. I had PT boats 1 through 6, and they were all of different designs because some were captured, but PT-1 is the only one to survive of the 6 patrol boats. And we have Wolfpack Bravo. I have a lot of towns, and these towns have various defenses that protect their resources. And but the main stars of my military force right now are fleets 1 and 2. So this is the 2nd fleet. Let me spawn it. And a brand new addition to the 2nd fleet is okay, there we go. Is the Prince Reuben class. What am I? Okay, am I receiving a glitch here? The heck? Something weird happened there. Oof, yeah, rip dead chat. Okay, now can I show the fleet? No, I can't. So this is the 2nd fleet. I captured this Prowler. I have 1 captured Prowler in each fleet, but we also have the Prince Reuben here, which hasn't seen combat yet. That's just recently built. But yeah. They all have their own designations and everything. You almost got killed by a creeper. Nice. Hey, I did in that one stream clip, so... Oh yeah, what did you all think of that stream clip I posted like an hour ago or something, if any of you saw it yet? I added a little bit of stuff to it, but not much. Oh, we also captured this Corsair. Where's that? Yeah, this was a captured missile cruiser that we got from the Deepwater Guard. It's a light cruiser. Alright. So what I want to do here is I want to flank this, but... Yeah. I want to attack them, but the wolf pack won't be able to handle it due to the aircraft. Where's 1st Fleet? Okay, here's 1st Fleet. Our radar can't see far enough. That's the problem. How about we head over here to where Wolfpack Alpha is? So this is a radar balloon that gives me some radar detection. So I guess we'll go ahead and try to start a battle here. Let's see what happens. I also do have a little Word document that I use to capture the history, because I like keeping track of the lore and what ships are built when. So what tile is this? This is C7. Let me do this. Battle of C7. Dang it, I misspelled it. But yeah, I just like to keep track of what I'm doing here. think we'll go ahead and sail our fleet into their territory. Where's U1? I think I'll do a flanking maneuver with U1 heading up through here, and the entirety of Second Fleet going the opposite direction. Second Fleet consists of 2 ironclads as well, which is something that was a little surprising. Well, not surprising, but they've actually been there since the beginning of the campaign because they were cheap. But one of them got sunk, but I did rebuild it. I think it was the ironclad Tom Hanks and the ironclad Will Smith, because I just named them after actors. And then another naming convention I have is for the Quiver class destroyers. So the first Quiver class was obviously Quiver, but the second Quiver class was Bolt. So it's these 2, Quiver and Bolt. And they're cheap, but they're pretty good. And they even have a few missiles, but I like them. But this fleet also has a Prowler. You don't understand this game I'm playing? Are you playing your own game? What game are you playing? Or do you not understand this game? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Alright, I think we're ready. Are our ships there? Almost. What's the maximum speed for the Second Fleet? That's decent. Because once I head into this square, it'll spawn their fleet. You're playing Retail Tycoon. I remember trying to play a game called Another Brick in the Mall, which is obviously a pun, but it's the best way I could describe it is Prison Architect, but with a mall. But I just never really got into it, you know? It was hard to understand. Or I didn't put in enough effort. So let's save the campaign and then we'll head in. But Prison Architect is fun. Oof. Wait a minute. When you say Retail Tycoon, do you mean an actual game? Like a fully released game, or do you mean Roblox? Because I'm not sure which one you mean. That's the real question here. If I did ever play Roblox, it is Roblox. If I did ever play Roblox, I would probably do like a paintball server or something, you know? But I haven't played Roblox in a long time, and I know I keep saying I'll do it. I'll get to it eventually. Eventually. But if I do stream another game, probably Hold Fast. I want to stream Hold Fast, Nations at War sometime, because I haven't streamed that ever, and I haven't played it in a long time either. But that's like the Napoleonic War shooter, the multiplayer one, and it's pretty fun. I had good memories of it. There are even a few videos about it on my channel, but they're not very good, and they're from a long time ago. Alright, let's attack. We're going on the attack here. Where's U1? I want to wait till the Second Fleet passes this barrier before I send U1 in, because I don't want this fleet targeting the U1. If it gets targeted by itself with a large force such as this. Okay, here we go. Let's go to 0.1 speed and assess what these ships are. A Prowler and a Scorn. Okay, the Prowler is a heavy cruiser, pretty much. So, if I want to do effective damage, I will need to have the other Prowler go against it. Also, you said, will I play music? Maybe, let's see do I have good copyright stuff in the playlist? I remember I had an older one, but I'll look. Only problem is some of the songs that I didn't think were copyrighted got copyrighted later for some reason, because YouTube's cracking down on that for some reason, but I'll look. Problem is I wasn't expecting this stream to be long enough for music. Alright, let me look up the one you said. Wait a minute, this one looks really popular. Wait a minute. That's 15 million views. No, I can't play that. See? I can't play that. It's copyright claimed. Dang it. Like, I look in the... Even if it's not in the... It is in the description for this one, but sometimes even if it's not in the description, it'll still be copyrighted. Actually, let me give this fleet a stop order. And then we'll send the sub in. I am waiting. When you said the one with the voting for the best mashup, I'm gonna keep the voting going until I have my roommate vote, because I do want my roommate to vote. And he's gonna do it. Alright, fine. I'll listen, but I won't play it. Oh, it's that song. It's the royalty-free music, like, 2007 song. That every, like, 8-year-old who was making a tutorial used. I never knew the name for this one. The thing is, it says copyright free. Like, everyone thinks of it as the copyright free song, but it clearly has a copyright under it. So, I can't show it the stream. But it's that one, like, techno wave sort of, you know, the one everyone knows about from last decade. Or everyone who was growing up in that decade. I don't know. It is 2020. I feel old now. Come on, U1, get here. I want to actually fight this fleet with U1 participating in the battle, please. Oh, it's called Trance 009 Sound System Dreamscape. Also, Spooky posted it in chat. Or the name in chat. But, like, is that not the music that everyone thinks of when they think of, like, old tutorial music? Alright, I think we're ready. Well, are we? Dang it. Why is this... The subs are slow. That's the only bad thing about these submarines. How fast are they? It's a losing battle. I'm gonna start. Alright, let's put them all the way to the front. So here's the U1, and then we'll bring in Fleet 2. So there's their Prowler, here's our Prowler. And then we have the Prinz Ruben. I do want the Prinz Ruben in this battle. I think she'll be a good addition. Prinz Ruben has always been reliable for me. I value her as one of my closest friends. I have no friends. I am assigning a Hulk of Metal a personality. Yep. Although she's a good Hulk of Metal, so, you know? That's just how it be. It's how it be sometimes. So Prowler versus Prowler here. What's the spawn order? If I want all of these to fight at the same time, I kind of want... How fast are... What are the top speeds? So Ruben will be here. And here's the Will Smith. Here's the Tom Hanks. And, actually, the Corsair will switch places with the Tom Hanks. Because it's faster. Play DK Rat. You don't have to... It's fine, no. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know if I can. Let me look. I think I could claim for one of them before. DK Rap, will Psycho Kong get hit? Yeah, that Psycho Kong will get hit. Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of this one, just because. Alright, I think we're ready to start the battle. I'll spawn on board the U1 at first. Although, we need spawn order.
Perform it for you. If you know the words, you
there we go, that's the spawn order.
Put your hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through.
What do you mean, no? This is it.
He's the leader
This is it. Plus, Psychocom got claimed before. I can't do Psychocom. Right music for battle. What's some good music for battle? That isn't coming. Because Pirates of the Caribbean is claimed too. Even the bass boosted one I used last stream. Or, yeah, the bass boosted one got claimed too. Holiday Inspection. Holiday Inspection. That one will work for battle. I really like Holiday Inspection, just as one of my videos, or favorite mashups. Alright, here we go. There we go, let's go. Let me turn all the AI on. Alright. Dive, dive, dive. Come on, dive, please. I need the sub to dive. I can't even see all of this. Oh shoot. Don't get hit. Are we taking hits here? I can't tell. The camera's so slow. Oh, we are getting hits. We're scoring hits on their prowler right here. Oh, that's a lot of hits. Look at that. We're doing damage. Now that's a lot of damage. How much damage have we taken? Let me turn this one's firing off. I'll spawn in the Reuben now. We are taking hits though. No, it's not gonna be a ram. Back up, back up. No, don't ram. No, it's a ram. No, don't ram it. Why? No, don't ram the ship. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is a disaster. Alright, that's it. That's it. I'm reloading. I'm reloading. I ain't taking that shit. I am not having my honor get defamed that quickly. I'm not. No. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't take that standing up or sitting down, whatever. Okay, this time, spawn the Prowler to where it won't crash into my own ships. Because that ship, I didn't design that one. So that one is designed to where it will automatically just charge towards the first thing it sees. Or like, it won't even stop. Nothing will stop it. Ugh. Oh, now it's a different ship. I've never heard of this one before. Actually, that looks like an airship, so I'm not going to send you one. Let's see what this one will be. It's a Alright, but hopefully I learned my mistake this time. Actually, it looks kind of cheap. So, we'll have the Prowler face completely forward this time. Prince Reuben out to the side. We'll have the Ironclads a little bit closer, but facing completely forwards. In a pincer formation. And we'll have the Corsair going out to the side. And I will spawn aboard the Reuben. That will be my flagship for the fight. And we'll have all of this going. Let's go. We'll try to. So it is an airship, so the submarine wouldn't have helped in this battle. Actually, I'll control my main guns. I do need to change some designs to require better inaccuracy before fire. So. Actually, I'm gonna stop the Reuben. I'll stop the Reuben's movement. Here's one of the Ironclads right here. Right next to the Prowler. Although the Prowler is healing it. No, it's the other way around. This one's healing the Prowler. Prowler is fast, I'll give it that. It's a raiding cruiser. Ooh, our Prowler is getting hit for some reason. It's taking a lot of hits, but we did damage their ship enough. And there, we took it out. You hurt your thighs. How'd you hurt your thighs? What? What? I'm confused. How much damage did we take there? 3,000 material worth of damage. How much is even scrap? Okay, 6,000 scrap, so that wasn't too bad. How much was the Reuben damage for? Oh, barely damaged at all. Yoga positions? Well, you gotta stretch first, dude. Gotta stretch first. It's important, man. Alright, how are the ships we have in dry dock doing? Because I know we're building a few of them. So we'll have Wolfpack Alpha head up here. We'll have Second Fleet head up over here. Actually, we'll have them both head over here. Oh, yes, the Jennings is done. Yes, finally. Alright, let's save. Let's look at it in all its majesty. Oh, one thing I forgot to do earlier is, if I do this and then turn the AI on, yes, that did the thing I wanted it to. Alright, so I'm gonna fix these, because there's weird quirks with AI control. Because I don't want the AI to control these bottom propellers. And I know they're not realistic, but they help the ship stay afloat. And this is going to be my capital ship. I may even build a fleet around this. Oh gosh, what song is this now? Actually, I'm even going to save the Reuben here. Or, not the Reuben, but the Jennings. Don't tell the other girls this, but I kind of like the Jennings the most. You know? I say I like them all evenly, but, you know, every parent, well, not parent, but every person knows they have a favorite. Actually, I know a different song called To Hell and Back. There is a different song called To Hell and Back. That's not the only one. Because I haven't heard of that one. Alright, so what's the Jennings top speed here? 7 meters a second. It is only 2 propellers here. 8. I do want to improve that. Here, I can do that easily. Let's just fix this. Does that work? I think that worked. Helped a little bit. That added like maybe 1 extra meter a second, 2 meters a second. Actually, I'm gonna save it with that. Save vehicle. I named it FN because it's fuel neutral. Because the early version used more fuel. This is slightly more fuel efficient. I really do love this ship, honestly. It's such a good... She's a good girl. I'm going to get Coke. Alright, haha, insert funny drug reference here. You know, there are actual... I read a Wikipedia article. Drug runners have these things called narco subs, where they build their own submarines that are meant for evading radar and sonar, and they just transfer millions of dollars worth of cocaine to Mexico and stuff. Right, so that's the Jennings. And now it's starting to use fuel. But this is very fuel efficient. Wow, I'm surprised. I kind of struck gold with this design. Although it's combat... I've never tested it in campaign combat, so it's yet to be proven there. I guess I'll send it over here. Seems like a good idea. Can I get directions right, please? There we go. Where's the cargo ship? Alright, here's the granite. Let me make sure everything's in order. Yep, the ship's in order. Everything looks good. I was so starved for resources early in the campaign, but now I've been stockpiling and I have a lot of sources for resources, so I'm doing alright. Although these two are temporary, they're not permanent. I actually have mobile resource ships that can mine from these. Alright, so let's take the granite class. And how is this ship? This one's good on fuel. What the heck? Is the gantry automatically taking from here? Oh, I'll clear these routes. So, where should this cargo ship go first? What needs fuel the most? I guess Swordfish Town. You know, first off, we'll go here and give to here. That's the first route we'll give to the cargo ship, and we'll supply this fortress right there. Because building resources are entirely centralized, but fuel is localized, so I need to transport fuel. Anyway. I do need to rename this ship. So this is the BC for battle cruiser. This is the BC-1 Jennings. Now the official flagship of the Navy. Thank God that you can detect submarines on the map here, because if they had their own submarines that sunk this, I would be so mad. That would be a good idea, though, for them to have, like, submarines that avoided your own detection here. It would be more realistic. The good thing about the subs is they don't use fuel. They entirely have battery power. Instead of, yeah, the subs entirely rely on battery power instead of fuel. Speaking of subs, I know my next building project. We're building a D-class submarine that's going to join Alpha Wolfpack. Actually, I'll show you all one of the resource ships. This right here is the Forest Orman. It's one of the smaller resource ships right here. Although it's a little bit fast, I will say. But it's mainly meant as just a place to gather resources. So let's load in a D-class submarine. Why do you need a straw to drink? Is it just a habit thing? Oh shoot. I forgot to consolidate these. Give me a second. Cancel. So, what should I name this? Because it is technically U4. But I guess, okay, U4D. Just to show what class it is. And then I'll name this U1C. And because it's a C-class sub. This one will be the U3C. And then this one will be the U2C. Habits. Alright, fair enough. Everyone has habits. I have to get up really early before tomorrow. Ugh. I don't like this. No. Okay, I needed to record the other thing. The result of the battle. One second. Sorry for the clacking noises. Which one's better, D or C? Okay, the D class is better. It's larger and it has more defense and offensive capabilities, but it's more expensive. A D class is almost double the cost of a C class. So let's save the campaign, and let me double check the cost. So yeah, the Type C is 21,000, the Type D is 38,000, so it's definitely more expensive. But it's almost like a third larger. No, more than that. It's larger than that. It also has a better power plant or power production. Well, I only have 2 types of submarine, so, I mean, from a battle perspective, the D class is better. From a cost perspective, the C class is better. But both of them have the same basic role of just anti-shipping and anti-commerce, sort of. You know, like a regular U-boat during World War II. Because the Germans had multiple classes of U-boats, some bigger than others. So, they're both good. Although this one hasn't been proven in battle. The Type C has been proven in battle. I have no doubts about the Type D, but it just hasn't been in battle yet. Okay, the reason behind that, the reason I started with Type C is because Type A I made a long time ago and it wasn't good at all. Like, it made years ago. Type B was also made a long time ago and it's broken. Like, it just doesn't work. I just named this Type C because it was the 3rd offensive submarine that I had ever created. And so I gave it the 3rd letter. So, these Type C and D are the only competent ones that are actually decent. Because I think one of them was like a vertical launching missile submarine, which I didn't get right, and the missiles didn't work. So if I did try the topic again, I'd try to maybe take it differently. Oh, I can speed up time. I forgot about that. Here, let me speed up time to where construction is finished. Alright, there we go. So the U4 is complete. Can I board it? Alright. Here's the B4. Or D4. I don't have a Type E. The D is the highest I've gotten to. Because it's the 4th submarine that I've created. And the Type C has 2 variations. One of them has 4 primary torpedo tubes, and the other one has even more. Has less. It has 3 torpedo tubes, but one of them is dedicated to anti-torpedo. So the highest class is D. Where's Wolfpack Alpha? There it is. So yeah, this one is faster. Wow, the U4 is much faster. You are a bird and you're gonna jump off the roof. Well, have fun. Have a nice trip. See you in the fall. Yeah, this isn't much of a wolf pack if it only has 1 sub in it. Alright, I think I'll send the granite now over to Swordfish Town, and we'll make a stop by the Airwick ornament, and then we can restock on fuel. Are there any fleets that are direly low on fuel? Not that I can see right now. Good thing about the Prowlers is they don't really use fuel. Yes, they do. Wait a minute, something's off here. What? Are these two different versions? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The hell? So this is what this one looks like. And it has no fuel. Okay. Now where's the first fleet? You're telling me these are both the same class of ships, but one of them is more expensive? And one of them uses fuel? What? But steel's heavier than feathers. The hell? This thing guzzles fuel. What? So this Prowler uses way more. Just look, this thing completely guzzles fuel. What if I try to head it over here? It uses fuel really quickly. Wait a minute. Alright, so at this point, I may get rid of this ship. I may decommission it and instead, or mothball it or something as a home defensive force. And then, yeah, I'll mothball this one. And then I'll replace it with the Jennings. That'll be a good plan. This will be the last battle of the Prowler. And at that point, we'll decommission the ship. I think we'll get one more battle done before the end of this stream. Should I wait for U4? Yeah, I'll wait for U4. I'll save the game and then I'll speed up time. Here, I'll play a little bit of music in the background in the meantime. Thanks to Siva Gunner for this beautiful song from their King for Another Day tournament. I should build another cruiser. Or if anything, a destroyer. Oh shit. Should I build over here? You know, we haven't had a Charlotte yet. No, let's build a Charlotte. So yeah, we'll build a Charlotte, and we'll have that defending the eastern side of our border. Wait, no, the west side of our border. Thanks for me not knowing my actual cardinal directions. Beautiful. The good news is they won't be producing any more ships because we wiped out their entire economy. The Deepwater Guard is only a few small holdouts here and there. never mind. If you decide not to jump off the roof. I think we'll send the HDF over here into this square. Come on, can the U4 get there already? Come on.
You never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pam, like Tommy just burst.
Before you yet? Okay, it's getting closer.
First and before they first were divorced, someone over furniture.
Sherry's down? I don't know. He's someone who showed up at the very beginning of the stream and then left.
But I think he did he? And
I don't know.
Dre said,
I said hi, but they left right after.
He's locked in my basement. Feminist women love Eminem. Chicka, 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 Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing his you know what, flipping the you know who. Yeah, but he's
get
so
on the
cute.
U4.
Yeah, I probably got a couple of screws
Now
up in my
Wolfpack
head.
Alpha is with both ships upgrading. So if I spawn all of Wolfpack Alpha, it will spawn both ships.
But it's cool for Tom Green to hump a dead
Yes.
But if we can
Alright,
hump dead animals
I think we're ready.
then there's no reason
We'll have the
for
last
man
attack of the stream, and then I'm gonna go because I gotta work on more schoolwork. I have a lot more schoolwork this week. I've been procrastinating a little bit, but I do have some time left. I'll save in the battle save slot.
Well, I do. So, him and you too. You think I give a damn about a Grammy?
Alright.
Half of you critics can't even stomach me, let alone stand me.
Let's head into battle.
What if you win? Wouldn't it be
They have a
weird?
garrison of
Why?
39, so that's not too
Just
bad. I
lie
think it's
and
kind of
sit me here
overkill when
so
I'm
you
sending
can
them.
sit me here next
I
to
just want to
Britney
be sure that I
Spears.
don't lose a
Christina
ship.
Aguilera better switch
Because
me
if I
chairs
lost the
so I
ship,
can
that would
sit next
hurt
to
me.
Carson Daly and Fred Durst and hear 'em argue over who she gave to first. Little put me on blast on MTV. Yeah, he's cute, but I think he's married
Alright, we
to
have a
Kim.
Prowler.
I should
Ooh,
download a audio
another Prowler.
MP3 and show the whole world how you gave Eminem.
Alright, this time,
I'm sick of
the
you
subs are going to
boys.
participate in the
All you
battle.
do is annoy me, so I have been sitting here to destroy you. And there's
Only
a
problem
million
is
of us just
the
like me,
U4 is
dressed like
limited
me,
by the speed of the U1.
like me, dressed like me.
Alright, see ya, Edwin. We'll probably end the stream after this battle anyway.
Next best thing, but not quite me. I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the
Oh yeah, I forgot the music's still playing. I hope this music doesn't get claimed. Actually, I think it will, but so I'm gonna pause it. Wait a minute, what did I just do? Okay, no, that's just the Jennings. Let's have the Jennings head over here. And let's begin the battle. And we'll have the U4 be all the way to the side like this. And we'll have the ships be separated, so only one can be targeted at a time. Divide and conquer sort of thing. Command and conquer. Never played any Command and Conquer games. So our Prowler will face their Prowler head to head. In fact, I'm gonna try something here. So we'll have the Prince Reuben helping out. Sorry for the noise in the background. What's the whoosh for? Are you talking about the sounds in the background? Alright, so I'm gonna do it like this, and then we'll have it to where only some of these ships spawn. Alright. What ship do I want to have as my flagship? I think I'll have the Reuben as my flagship. Alright, I think we're ready. Alright, here we go. No, I don't think you were doing an R whoosh because that would be cringe, and I don't think you do cringe. Alright, well, I'll command this ship. and its movements. Where are the torpedoes from the... There we go. Here are the torpedoes. There we go. Yep, the torpedoes are doing their job. They're tearing up that ship. Although they are kind of lagging behind, because this is a fast ship right here. Hopefully we can take out some of their propulsion. Okay, we got it. There we go. Sorry for the lack of commentary, but we utterly destroyed that ship, you know? There we go. So we got 3,000 material. Ooh, but the stalker got damaged. 7K to repair? We lost 4,000 resources in that battle. How did our Prowler take that much damage? Alright, see ya, Spooky. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks you all for watching. And I'll see you all when the next video drops. Which probably won't be tonight, but we'll see. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.